I don't know what people think of Act Two. I don't know what I thought of Act Two. I brought my kids here to audition before, but I've never done it. Hanging around these people that have done it and are doing it again and again, I have a huge respect for. Small audience, small stage, great big minds, hearts, talent. There's a lot of good people here that do this.
Candy, for instance, is new talent for us here tonight during this production because she's not done a play before. She's sung professionally before, but never done a play before.
It's my first play, first musical, I'm a baby.
Like ever?
Like,
How do you feel inside right now?
Scared to death. Scared, nervous, nauseous. Yeah, ask them. That's all they hear is me going, I can't do this, I wanted to quit. They said no. Sadie, Sadie, married lady, still in bed at noon, racking my brain, deciding between orange juice and prune. Nick said,
Do I come out there? When the curtain opens, while you come out and say, shh, they're coming. Okay, do we have a musical? Oh, where's Rudy? Rudy. Act Two is 80 Community Theater. It's been here about almost 30 years now in the reorganized when it started way back in the 30s with Gene Adams Ray down in the park at the amphitheater. And later they reorganized about 30 years ago, almost 30 years ago, and then in this about 15 years ago got this building and became here housed at this theater.
Hey, Hacky, how come you waited?
I had a feeling you'd be in and out fast.
It's a pleasure to have a permanent home that is actually an honest-to-goodness theater. We used to go all over town. We had productions at the Christian Church and the Presbyterian Church and what I will always call the old TG&Y building. We did them everywhere, and we stored all of our flats and risers and everything in one of these portable store buildings, and we'd have to lug them all over town. So in that respect, to have our own home where we've got our own workshop and our own wood shop back here, dressing rooms and green room, is a real pleasure.
No, it's 50s.
A lot of the dresses that we're doing are more like 60s style.
The business functions are handled by the board of directors. We have 15 members at this point. We have monthly board meetings. We have agreements with the city of Ada as far as being allowed in this building. We have a contract with them, and under that contract, we must provide a minimum of 6 productions a year. And we've been doing far more than that.
We have about 160 seats, and we sell from 80 to 160 every show. Rarely do we have fewer than 80 at a production, which is half a house.
We would certainly like to have our building in a little bit better shape. We would like to be able to have a longer season, put more productions into a season. We love having new people come in from the community into the shows. We have so many new people in this show, for instance. We'd like to see ourselves very sound financially. We have some debts we'd like to have paid off, our beautiful parking lot out there for one. Being debt-free as an organization is a tremendous goal.
Our royalties were $800 for this. Our costumes are going to run about $300 or $400 more, even though we had a lot donated. And then our utilities, last month's gas bill was $1,000. So it takes everything that we can muster to keep it going, but we've managed well for 30 years.
What you're doing now is you're actually working on some costumes.
Yes, yeah, some bridesmaids costumes.
And you're in the play as well?
Yes, also in the play, just some small parts, but a couple of small parts, yeah.
So are there some costumes that still needed to be made?
Yeah, we've got a little bit more of the bridesmaids to do, a couple more, and then a couple other dresses for one of the acts. So we have to do one for myself and then one for another person, and a little bit of altering on some.
So you're kind of pulling some double duty?
Yeah, just a little bit, but I have really minor parts, so I don't really have a lot to work on in there, and I kind of know that part by now since it's small.
But I guess that's kind of the spirit of the community theater.
Yeah,
people just kind of
fun,
do whatever needs to get done.
Sure, yeah. And this is the first time I've done anything with this, and you just kind of pitch in. You know, he said some things need to be done, and a friend and I were there together, so we just volunteered to help do that.
Everybody helps out just before a show, cleaning up the theater, getting it spruced up, fit for our guests to come. We just simply take care of the business that needs to be done.
I'll go find him.
What you see on stage, as you said, is merely a few hours culmination of anywhere from months to 6 weeks to 3 weeks of work. And that can be anywhere from all day to rehearsing every night. What you see with the actors is only one part of that, in fact. You have the technical crew, the people who create the set. There's all kinds of building involved in that, the people who create the lighting, the sound, the costumes, the makeup, the music. All of that goes together, and everybody works on the same team to get it to come out together.
Do I keep going without my Nick? Okay. What's your complaint?
So what's your complaint, Mrs. Ornstein?
I missed you.
This is Long Island, and I believe that's a cottage right next to the stables.
What drew you initially to become involved with Act Two?
I love theater. I'm a ham. I love to act. This was the community opportunity.
This won't take as long to get in as that skirt and tank because we have to pin it. That skirt for the tank. I won't have to worry about gloves. And I can just throw in a... It's people.
Nonchalant.
No.
The people? Okay.
No,
It's just I've always had a longing for the theater. I mean, in high school I did a lot of musicals, and I kind of got bit with the acting bug then.
Any guy who pays a quarter for a seat just fills the order. See a figure that his wife can't substitute.
I enjoy this. Is my art. I piddle with music, but this is my art, and this is how I express myself.
I have no burning desire personally to go on stage.
Mr. Keeney. Hey, all right, good to see you.
But it's fun, it's rewarding, and Ada, of course, being a university town, has a lot of talent here. We do good productions.
Thank you, but you didn't have to make a special trip down here for that. Your credit's always good.
This is how it got good.
Thank you.
I think artistic expression is important for our community, and I think community members' involvement in expressing their artistic selves creates a stronger, more cohesive community.
Been a lot of fun. Let's go have some time.
1, 2, 3,
We have jobs during the day, and it's just something that we all love to do. So if you love something that much, you find some spare moment in the day to do it.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around. We're a small town, okay? But we need to express ourselves, our talent, our creativity, just like anybody else. So you've got Act Two. Come here, do this, you can. I mean, if you've always wanted to sing, get up here and sing. If you've always wanted to dance, come do it. And my kids can't wait. When do I get to try, Mom? You know, so that's great. We got a place to go.
It's part of our human nature to want to experience the higher things in life. Everyone needs an outlet to do that. Ada is tremendously blessed that we have the university here with their drama and music departments. Our local high schools also have very strong drama departments. We get wonderful participation of the students from them. We have so many talented people in our little town. It is just astounding. Gosh, did you find anything over in the costumes part? I realize stuff is really crammed in over there, ladies.
It's like a little piece of heaven for us folks that don't have the outlet for a big theater in like a big city would have. And there's a lot of us that are very talented, and we just don't have that outlet to go to. And I think this is a great forum for anybody that wants to do that.
Hey, you know what? Listen, I meet a lot of guys like you, Eddie. I mean, a shorter, taller, fatter, thinner, and maybe even a little more hair. Like right now, you're taping this, right? You're gonna, okay? So, it's gonna be live. It's totally different. Whatever happens, you mess up, it's there for everybody to see. It's just a different feel.
How do you anticipate you're going to react to that?
Could you ask me after opening night? Please?